All right, team, I am back with Part B. Part B asks, on what open intervals contained between -3 and 4 is the graph both concave down and decreasing? So concave down and decreasing. This is another fun chart problem. So if my graph of the parent function f, it can be concave up, it can be concave down, it can be increasing, or it can be decreasing. That means f prime would be increasing when f is concave up. When f is concave down, f prime will be decreasing. When f is increasing, f prime is positive. When f is decreasing, f prime will be negative. This question also asks about concavity, so we're going to have to get the second derivative involved. When the graph of f is concave up, f prime will be increasing. The second derivative will be positive. On the other side, the second derivative will be negative. So this problem is asking for concave down and decreasing. Okay. So it needs to be concave down and decreasing. It always helps me to draw a little bit of a picture. Let's say I had the graph of f, and the graph of f looked something like this. Okay. I can tell that's concave down. Also, over here is the part where it's decreasing. Kind of from here on over, it's decreasing. That means f prime of x is going to be decreasing, have a negative slope, and it's going to be negative. So there's f, here's f prime. I'll try not to screw this up this time. I'll draw the same little graph. Okay. When this hits its peak and starts to decrease, that means f prime of x is 0. Okay? Since it is decreasing, it's going to have a negative slope and be below the x-axis. So it's going to look like this. This is the part of the graph I'm looking for. Oops. So now I go back to my picture. I'm looking for below the x-axis with a negative slope. So I see kind of a lot of stuff below the x-axis, and here are the parts with a negative slope. See the negative slope there, and the negative slope there. Okay, so that's from -2 to -1, and from 1 to 3. So here's how I would answer this question. I would say f of x is concave down and decreasing on -2 to -1 and 1 to 3. And that's +1. The justification would be because f prime of x is decreasing. You could also think about that as a negative slope. And f prime of x is negative. You could also think about that as below the y-axis. Not the y-axis, the x-axis. Sorry, team. And if you can justify it, you would get +1. That's the end of the problem, so I'm going to draw a line and get a new piece of paper.